Well, it's your man Nico B. This is the Black Effect. I want to get into this, man. This video, you know, we got to do it quickly. This is the land of prostitution at this point. Oh yes, the land of prostitution, man. The land of prostitution. The daughters of Zion. Well, who are the daughters of Zion? Women. The women. You know, the daughters of Zion are the women on the earth. The black women are the direct descendants of the daughters of Zion. Of the black women are the first progenitors of all the races, the same as the black man. So it goes to tell you that Eve was black, Adam was black. The color spectrum goes from dark to light. There is no debate about that. But you have women today, the women and the simps. Women and simps go hand in hand. The simps keep these women in power. The wicked, they keep these wicked women in trinkets. They keep these wicked women continuing their wickedness. How do they do that, you say, Nick? Simps are the ones who are encouraging this stuff. Simps are the ones, like, and what I mean by that, simps don't want a good woman, bro. And this is why we be on simp ass niggas necks. I'ma tell you, this why we be on simp niggas necks. This why simp niggas, like, they clear, like, they are borderline away. Like, if it was other times, they, like, niggas would be, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, we are just a few time clicks away from simps being, you know, being put physically under subjection under the lions. Oh yeah. Yeah, and the reason why is because they cause chaos upon the earth, and underlying, they are wicked men on the underlying surface. They don't want women to be better. You know what I'm saying? They want them to be sexualized and for sale. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way simps can get some pussy. That's the only way some men can, you know, ever get the cooperation and the full cooperation, intimacy, like that good from a woman, is to pay for it. And even still, some of them simps never get the full fruition of that, even paying for it. Because the woman knows who they dealing with a mile away. Like these women, like Dr. B always say, man, these women today, these women not only are these a lot of these women, and I'm saying the majority, man. Look, I'm saying this. This is me speaking from a biblical perspective, a Christian perspective, me speaking as a man, bro. The majority of them are for the streets. Not only are they for the streets, man, and I'm gonna tell you why. Like, and this will, like, so you can understand this logically. Not only are they for the streets, these women are the streets. You hear me? These women are the streets, man. And what do I mean by that? Nowadays, like, black men, for the most part, you have a few outliers who still thugging and bugging and, you know, going to jail, risking their life and freedom. But for the most part, we see as a collective that that's not going to get you anything. That ain't going to do nothing but ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of them traps that's set for you. You could, you know, because niggas end up, you see a lot of dudes who lived in that environment in the beginning, and was able, God, by the grace of God, was able to get out, you know, and you see the stuff that they did. Do you think that they would ever go back? You know what I'm saying? And the answer is no. Because you have right now, none of all that illegal shit, you got cops up a nigga, and cameras in your butthole, nigga. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got cameras on the fucking wall, motherfucker, on the back of a fly. You know what I'm saying? So niggas ain't doing, we smartened up. But in the streets now is women doing a lot of ratchet shit. Women out here keeping the foolishness of, like I say, that was left of rap culture. They keep that stuff going. You understand? And the young girls come up and see that as under the guise of having some fun, you know, and they wanna do that. So that's what's going on with that. And they don't, you know, They listening to these women rappers and the internet and all that. And that's what they aspiring to be. They want to be in the streets, man. They don't see the value of a lot of these women, they never had no good man in their life in the first place. So they don't see no value of it. They never had no fathers. And it just is what it is, man. You know, that's where we at with it. And that's what we deal with. Yeah, it's crazy out here. And the crazy thing is you got the women, basically these older women, older black women out here trying to teach the young girls. Like, let's be real, like the white woman was already over here, you know, showing prostituting herself for loot. You know, she was doing it in the high levels. She was a high level prostitute, man. You understand? And she was like one, like people like Madonna, women like Madonna. They were selling they were selling sex to men, you know, and women. They made themselves a sexual object, because let's be real, when you do that in these environments, you make yourself a sexual object not only to men, like not only to your sex, but the opposite sex, but to the same sex. Now, Madonna went out here and prostituted herself to everybody and did it under the guise of being empowered. That was taught to black women and every other race of women that comes into Western society in America. When you taking off clothes, selling your body, or the facade of you gonna give, you know, you gonna bust it loose and be sexual with everybody, then, you know, that was the mentality that was trickled down. So now that black women have this mentality, and they promote them doing that, you know, and it's but what's going on is people are seeing, you know, through the facade. They see, like men are seeing through the facade that they being sold. Like, now you're playing your hand too much, because now we seeing that you're manipulating with the sex. You know, dating women. When you hear women saying all this stuff, listen to what a woman you get with really say. Because at the end of the day, some of them, all they want to do is be tricked on. They don't want no man. You know what I'm saying? And if you just want to be tricked on, lady, then just set the price. Like BOA say, you got to set the price up front. Get it right then and there, or else risk being burned. Because a lot of these black women and women period tried to prostitute themselves early. That's why they ended up being baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Because they tried to prostitute themselves instead of getting with the man for love, ready to rock with him. You know, now not all baby mamas ended up like that because of that, but a good fucking majority of them. And you better mark my words, because they didn't rock. Like, for one, the thing today is you got the reason why a lot of black women is mad at black men, the black men who trying to help them, the ones who speak the truth, the one who trying to go help their community. The reason why you have a lot of black women always frustrated with them is because those men cannot be manipulated with the facade of prostitution. And the reason why that they mad at you is because you're blowing their spot up. You're revealing the truth. The way the Lord stops. This is how the Lord teaches. This is how the Lord combats evil, with the truth. God is nothing but the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? God is the truth. Like, he's not about nothing else. When you reveal the truth, that it's like shining the light on a vampire. They get the because the whole other time you was living in your own world. You didn't. But when the truth is presented, like a person, you could still be living in your own world, and a person presents you some bullshit from their own reality, you know, and you could keep on moving. You ain't gonna, that don't matter to you. But when you moving in your own reality and the truth comes stop you in your track, bang, nigga, that's when you're hurting. That's when you're like, you don't want that. That's why they killed Jesus Christ, man. That's why Jesus Christ, yes, yeah, you know, y'all know, it's not hard to see. That's why Jesus could never survive on this earth. And he knew that his purpose was to die. Because when you the truth, niggas don't like that. When you tell the problem with the prostitution going on here, and the reason why our own women is mad, you know what I'm saying, and wanna and always talking about black men and this, and oh, y'all bashing us, you're bashing us. No, ain't nobody bashing you, sweetheart. We just not, we putting you know what I'm saying, the black woman is our woman, so we put our foot down, and we trying to school. We don't want our daughter, all the things we see, we don't want for our daughters, our mothers, our nieces, you know what I'm saying? We don't want that type of lifestyle for them. So how the hell else can you combat it, you know what I'm saying, instead of by stopping the women who are having these women, you know, who are the ones who are teaching them? Because that's what's going on. They teaching, these old hags is trying to teach some of these young girls to get to the bag instead of going for some love. Because what they don't teach you is that the man who loves you will give you everything that you need and more. The one, when you just chasing the bag, all you gonna get is play. Because a lot of niggas like, there's a lot of real niggas out here. How you think niggas got money by getting finessed by bras and bimbos? No. They are the finessors. So I don't have no problem with, you know what I'm saying, these chicks going out here trying to prostitute for the highest bidder. Because you seen gold digger pranks, stuff like that happen. And behind the scenes, stuff even worse happen. Nigga being smashed already, and then get the, you know, just get used. Chick get used like a Kleenex. But and that's not what we want for our daughters, man. So y'all, all this prostitution shit, this dating is under the guise. Prostitution is going on under the guise of dating. Like I said, black women are a lot of these black women are mad with black men in the manosphere because we are blowing the spot up. And I'm talking about these the swirlers, any of them swirlers, they hate black men, you know what I'm saying? They hate because we bringing this truth, because we blowing their spot up. They want to go get tricked on, man. They want to prostitute for the highest bidder. If you ever went on, back when Backpage was out, ever went on one of these sites, used to get on some of these, you know, some of these sites and look at some of these are literal prostitutes ads, and they say no African Americans, like they not seeing black men. You understand? This go to show you, like, when it comes to prostitution, all of these women just looking for the high dollar, the high level bidder. You understand? These women want to prostitute to the highest degree, and it's like either way you do it, you still a prostitute. So and no man should ever take you seriously. You are now have the taint on you. It killed me today how you got prostitutes out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, trying to act like they lit. Yeah, you lit, all right. You probably burning. You know what I'm saying? Chicks out here talking about they giving the bareback top. Like, what? Are you somebody mama at that? You don't understand that you accepting all of these energies into your body, man. You see some women today, they look so used and abused. Can you imagine what they like? You see some women today, like, you know, they just fat and sloppy. They fat and sloppy everywhere. This is not only, that's how you're living in your spirit. You understand? Then you got some women out here trying to maintain themselves with plastic surgery. You trying to maintain this leaky ship with all this plastic surgery and shit, man. Some of these women, bro, I'm pretty sure, like, these women out here getting drunk, drinking beers and doing and smoking blunts. Man, these women stink. You know what I'm saying? You come around here, it's the worst thing ever from a woman who could look good and stink, man. You totally did the game wrong. You didn't fuck the game up. You know what I'm saying? But it's this prostitution, and the Lord is putting them, and the Lord is gonna, you know, he seen the daughters, he seen his daughters do, you know, do the hearty stuff and do what they doing right now, prostituting themselves and trying to do it under the guise of dating, even to other nations of men. Black women been in Africa. In Africa, big prostituting since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? That's why disease over there running rampant. But a white European nigga still take himself right over there and be the man up in that bitch. I'm talking about because they prostitutes worshiping, you know, white skin. In Africa, man, they have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad thing over in my, you know what I'm saying, for my people. Freaking sad ordeal. But yeah, man, but yeah, he watched it long enough. You know, the Most High, yeah, you remember him? He seen it. Now he raising up off his throne on you women. Yeah, sorry. You got to get it now. It's time. Because the brothers, his prophets, his holy prophets, and the brothers, mix all of it mixed together. They have been speaking and warning you. They've been speaking to the daughters, to the mothers, the sisters, and the women out here, the wives. They've been warning y'all. The brothers been doing that. Now God is raising up off his throne, and it's finna come a time for y'all to get spanked. Yeah. What do I mean by that? God is finna punish you. He already done it. God took the crown of y'all, of a lot of you black women's hair. God of y'all head. God has taken y'all crown. Like what's happened in the physical is manifested in the spirit. God has taken your literal crown, cursed you, took your hair. Because now how this works is it don't have to be forever, but it's up to you. Some of y'all women are so haughty. Some of y'all are so, and it's just like some of the men too. It's a lot of arrogant men out here. A lot of men who want to buck God. Yeah, a lot of them. I know those are simps, and they're simp ass men. But a lot of you women are so arrogant that God has cursed y'all. But y'all will still go hard, try and do everything you can to get around God's curses. Y'all will do that. Y'all don't want to serve the Most High. You'll do whatever you can to get around God's literal curses until God just strikes you. Until he just do something where you can't. See, you gonna don't force his hand to do that. God will do that. God don't care about your beauty. He gave it to you. God knew, man, he made women to please men. So aesthetically, you have to look good. That's what, as a woman, when you come out, when you're doing, when you grow up, God has raised you up to look good, to have lady parts. You have lady parts. That don't matter. So don't get men to get back to the point where now they comparing, just women with lady parts, So like men are doing that, and you don't want them to do that. Like they should be able to look at you for something deeper, for what they need. Like, to help as a helpmate. Like, don't get me wrong, niggas should see you and look upon your beauty, and that's dope. That's cool. But this just in times past, like the Lord does things. There's nothing new under the sun, okay? So let's not act like women hadn't gotten out of pocket before. They have, and men, God rose up off the throne, put them in their place, and men had to maintain the regulations. What do I mean by that? You had just in 10 years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, it probably been about, I say, let's just give it a good number, 15 years ago. The same way women are out here running around, like, I'll give you an example, like when Lil Bow Wow was out. People like a Lil Bow Wow, this is a young boy, you know what I'm saying? But men, people like him was going around and having women, you know what I'm saying, falling out, like literally passing out, like women going around. Like I remember myself walking down the streets, having women. I didn't have to cold approach women. Having literal women jumping out, seeing a good looking man or something, like, oh damn, I need to get, hollering at him, like literally falling out. I had a woman coming to a nigga telling me, one time when I was when we was out there in the streets, this was a young female telling, oh man, you're beautiful. Tell it, these are women on niggas jocks. You having women doing whatever you want them to do, not producing money for them, not giving them any money, just having them do whatever you want them to do. The black man was leading the society. Okay, that's how it works. That's how it was working. Now let's keep it real. You understand? Now, only when the black man gave up that power in the span of 10 to 15 years, he gave it up to the black woman. A lot of you niggas was simps and wasn't coming with it. You know what I'm saying? So just in a short amount of time, this false sense of power was given to women. Okay, and they became, you see, no more family structure is valued, marriage isn't valued. It's all about prostitution. Okay, but again, God is finna destroy that. And you finna see, like, it finna be a lot of you women have a bad time out here. Like, in y'all latter years, y'all finna have a bad time. Y'all ain't gonna have nobody to protect y'all. Nobody to love y'all, nobody to protect y'all. Y'all gonna be, like murder just, and death just gonna come like to swift wings like that to y'all. You know, and I don't wish it upon my sisters and daughters. But y'all just gonna die, like, alone. You know, unfortunately, like some of my people's, like my aunties that, you know, me, like, that I used to know, like, just people that I know, man. I don't even want to say, like, my auntie wasn't even that bad. But damn, like, some of y'all women are that bad. Like, you know. And that's just the judgment that God have. Stop, man. Return to the Most High, man. You know, stop bucking the brothers and who looking out for y'all, trying to give y'all some good advice. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you wanna, you know, you wanna tell him, really, you want him to shut up because he fucking up, you know, your $500 bag with Brad over here. You know what I'm saying? Because he willing to trick until he find out. You know, until he learn the game. You just want to use him till he learn, you know, because he don't know the game. Well, understand this, you know, when niggas don't like being used, when some of these niggas learn the game, like, they ain't like, you want to deal with the devil, you know. Because when some of these white dudes or other races of men learn how you trying to use them with the they might not react like how we react. We react like shit. That's just the game. You know what I'm saying? That's how y'all do. Prostitution upon the earth. It's running rampant, man. And it's pretty much, it's just out. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much out in the open. It's called dating. That's what dating is called now. It's just prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you gotta come, like, you know, but I say this, like, for you simp ass niggas who willing to entertain that, white, black, whoever, for y'all niggas willing to entertain that, why don't y'all be a man, put your foot down, and just, you know, just get your shit up front. You feel me? Like, you doing all this with the hopes of getting it. Nah, you just tell a chick, like, and you as a chick, just be a woman about yours. Quit trying to lie. Quit trying to make up a facade in some false reality. Live in your reality. You are trying to get with men for loot. You know what I'm saying? You're willing to get with them for loot. Don't matter how many it is in the week, in the month, for the loot. You know what I'm saying? So just put a dollar amount on it, and niggas will just come. You will have a lot more success. Because, like I said, once men find out you trying to manipulate and use them, if they see you doing that, not only will you not gonna have no success, you gonna fuck around, get hurt, or they gonna do something vindictive to you. So, with that being said, I pray for my daughters, man, and sisters and mothers and like, some of y'all are people's mothers doing this, but y'all don't care. You know, you don't want to do nothing yourself to try to teach your daughter something better. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do something yourself to try to show your son a good example of a woman, you know, so where he don't go out and be some whoremonger, goofball, simp. You want to raise, this the sad thing. You want to raise your daughters to be prostitutes and the sons to be the tricking. God damn. Lord, help these people. These people crazy. Lord, I tell you, help these people. These people crazy. These women are doing the most with the help of the LGBT and all of that to put the attack upon the men, like I said, and it's basically for any of you niggas who get swept up in that, get ready for a hard time. Get ready to be broke. Get ready to be in an emotional roller coaster. Get ready to be in a hard time, and you don't have the time, nigga. You got a purpose. And you need to get on that. God is looking on it at his watch, tapping his foot like Sonic, nigga. When you gonna get on your purpose for him? Chasing coochie, nigga. All right. With that being said, it's your man, Nico B. Blackeffect. You know what it is.